From the book Forbidden Fruit, written by Betty Duramus, from Chapter 3, titled The Special Delivery Package, the story of Miss Lear Green. The box was a temporary tomb. Lear climbed inside, and for 18 hours it would be her world. It was an old sailor's chest, designed for voyages. It was for Bibles and hymn books, shaving soaps, and painkillers, not for a runaway slave girl. She could doze inside the box but not stretch out, yawn, or cough, or sneeze. She could daydream about becoming a free woman and a wife. It was 1857, a year which the U.S. Supreme Court decided the Dred Scott v. Sanford case. In Baltimore, where men sold their abundant slaves cheaply to men who resold them for more in the Deep South, a young slave named Lear Green settled all these questions for herself. She didn't wait for the court ruling. She squeezed herself into the wooden chest. 2 men carried her down the cobblestone street. The names of the men aren't known, but Baltimore did have an anti-slavery movement. But Lear Green wasn't escaping from a secluded farm or sprawling plantation surrounded by woods, streams, or swamps. She lived in a row house at 153 South Broadway, in the heart section of Baltimore, known as Fells Point. Her owner was James Noble, who ran a butter depot, married to a woman named Mary, and the father of 4 children. Lear Green most likely lived in the attic, as children, house slaves, and servants usually did in Fells Point. According to the May 6, 1857 Baltimore Sun ad offering $150 for her return, she was an attractive young woman with an impressive wardrobe. A black complexion, rounded feature, good-looking and ordinary size. With her she had a tan-colored silk bonnet, dark plaid silk dress, a light muslin delaine, and 1 tan-colored cape. James Noble inherited Lear from his wife's mother, Rachel Howard, when she was just a child. Lear didn't know much about the old mistress, but the young one left a lasting impression, pushing and prodding her, never giving her her own space. Yet she bore it until she met a man named William Adams. He stepped into her life and challenged her to change it. Adams was a barber and free. The slave ad where Lear doted, people overheard William Adams saying he was going to marry Lear and move to New York, where his mother, a free black woman, lived. Adam had been missing a week when Lear Green disappeared. After learning William reached Elmira, she decided to join him. Lear managed to get word to the Baltimore Quakers active in the Underground Railroad. They concocted a plan. She brought nothing with her but quilts and pillows and a few pieces of clothes, a small amount of food and bottle of water. Fortunately, Lear's fiance's mother, a free black woman, came along as a passenger on the boat, ferrying Lear to freedom. The steamer reached Pier 3 south in Philadelphia Wharf, where Erickson ship docked. Crewmen carried the chest off the boat, delivered it to the house on Barley Street. The chest then carried to the home of William Still, who wrote of Lear's escape. Finally, Miss Adams and Miss Lear journeyed to Elmira, New York. Elmira was the place where Lear expected to find William Adams. Between 1840 and 1850, the city's black population jumped from 60 to 215. Unfortunately, the happiness Lear purchased with 18 hours inside the sailor's chest lasted for only a few green summers before her death stole it. Around the same time, her mother-in-law passed away too, cause of death unknown. After 1863, William Adams' name disappeared from Elmira. He most likely started over. Lear and William's romance reminds us to seize the stormy and sunlit moments